Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to generate PDF on Google Forms submission and send email automatically. So I'm an owner of an event organization company and here I've created a new event registration form using Google Forms. So now here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive new response through my Google Forms, then I want to use the response received to generate a new event ticket for my registrant using a template in my Google Docs. And after generating the document, I want to convert that document into a PDF file and then I want to share that PDF file with my registrant on his or her mail account. So here to automate this entire process, I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that as an event organizer, I need to manage registrants efficiently. So here on my screen, you can see my Google form which I've created for my new event registration. And whenever an attendee fills out a Google form to register for the event, I want to automatically generate a PDF ticket for them using a template in my Google Docs that I have created over here. So here you can see the template that I've created to generate the event ticket in my Google Docs. And here I want to use this template to generate a new event ticket for my attendee using Google Docs. And then here after generating the doc using this template in my Google Docs, I want to convert that document into a PDF file and then I want to share it with my registrant on his or her mail account. So here you can see the sample of the mail that I'm going to send to my attendee with the attachment of the event ticket in a PDF format. So let me open this for you. So here you can see the PDF format of the ticket. And here to automate this entire process, I need to connect my Google Forms with my Google Docs, Google Drive and my Gmail account. And here to build this connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Now here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, then click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as generate PDF on Google Forms submission and send email automatically. And now I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here in my trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Forms because I'm going to receive new registrations through Google Forms. So Google Forms is a free tool that lets you create online surveys and forms quickly and easily. People use it to gather information like feedback or RSVPs because it's simple to set up and share. You can customize your forms with different question types and all responses are automatically organized in a Google Sheet spreadsheet. It's perfect for collecting data, whether you're organizing an event, running a survey, or just collecting information from a group. So here in my Google Forms trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new response received, so that whenever we are going to receive new response through our Google Forms, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. And now here, after selecting my trigger event, you can see I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Forms with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, firstly here I'm going to copy this webhook URL. And here I've already logged in my Google Forms account. So here you can see the Google form that I've created for my event registration, and here you can see the fields that I've taken such as name, email, phone number and date of registration. So now here, after creating this Google Forms, I'm going to connect this Google Forms with Pabbly Connect. So here, to build this connection, firstly I need to connect my Google Forms with Google Sheets so that I can store all the response received from my Google Forms to a Google Sheet spreadsheet. So here, to connect my Google Forms with Google Sheets, I'm going to click on this responses given over here, and then here under responses you will see an option for link to sheets over here. So here you have to select this option, and then here it is asking me to select the destination for the response. So here we are going to create a new spreadsheet for this Google Form responses by clicking on this create button given over here. And here you can see it has automatically created a new spreadsheet for the responses of our Google Forms. So here, to check this connection, let me take you back to my Google Forms. Here I'm going to preview it, and here I'm going to enter some dummy data and do a test submission. So now here, for the name, I'm going to enter the name as dummy user, and then I'm going to enter the email as dummy@pabblytudes.com, and here for the phone number, I'm going to enter a random phone number. And here for the date of registration, I'm going to select today's date. So this is our today's date. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the submit given over here. And here you can see we have successfully submitted our Google form over here. So now let's go and check our Google Sheets. And here you can see we have successfully received a response over here where we have received the timestamp, name, email, phone number and date of registration. So now here, after building a successful connection between our Google Forms and Google Sheets, I need to connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in order to capture the response whenever a new response is going to be added in this spreadsheet. So for that, we need to connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, and for that you have to click on this extension given over here, and from here you have to select add-ons, and now here under add-ons you have to select get add-ons, and now here in this Google Workspace Marketplace you have to search for your add-on, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So I'm going to search it. And then here, after searching for Pabbly Connect Webhooks, you have to install this add-on in your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So here you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So moving back, and once you have installed this add-on in your Google Sheets account, you have to follow these same steps. So now moving back, and after installing this add-on in your Google Sheets successfully, you have to refresh your window, and that's a necessary step. So now here, after refreshing the window, you have to click on this extensions again, and then you'll be able to see an option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks over here. So now from here you have to click on this initial setup given over here. And here under initial setup, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So here for this webhook URL, I need to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is my webhook URL, and then here for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see my last data column is column E. So here for the trigger column, I'm going to enter my column as column E. And now here, after entering the webhook URL and the trigger column, I'm going to click on the submit given over here. And here you can see setup configured successfully. So now with this, we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets. So now let's test this setup. So for that, I'm going to click on the send test button given over here. And here you can see it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent a data to our Pabbly's workflow. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have received the successful response where we have received the trigger column, timestamp, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet ID, row index, phone number, name, email, and date of registration. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. But now before moving forward with this automation, let me take you back to my Google Sheets, and here we have to follow another very important step in order to receive all the information from this Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect every time whenever we are going to receive new response through our Google Forms. So for that, you have to click on this extensions over here, and from here you have to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and here under Pabbly Connect Webhooks you have to turn on this send on event button given over here. So by turning it on, whenever we are going to receive new data in this Google Sheet, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have received a tick in front of this send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. So now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow. And now here after setting up our trigger, what I want is that whenever I'm going to receive new response through my Google Forms, I want to use this response to generate a new event ticket for my registrant using a template in my Google Docs. So for that, let me take you back to my Pabbly's workflow. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Docs, because here I'm going to use a template in my Google Docs to generate a new event ticket for my registrant. So here I'm going to select it. So Google Docs is an online word processor that lets you create, edit and share documents from any device with internet access. People use it because it's easy to collaborate in real time with others, making it perfect for group projects or working with colleagues. You can see changes as they happen, leave comments, and all your work is saved automatically. It's like having a digital notebook that you can access anytime, anywhere and share with anyone. So in my Google Docs action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a document from template, because I'm going to use a template and create a new document using Google Docs. And now here to connect my Google Docs with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Docs account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the template document. So in this template document field, I need to select the template which I have created to generate the event ticket. So here you can see my template document name, that is event ticket. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the document which I have created. So here I'm going to select my document, that is event ticket. And now here after selecting my template document, here it is asking me for the new document's name. That means here I need to enter the name using which I want to save the new document created. So here I'm going to create a new document with the name of the registrant over here. So here instead of entering the registrant name manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever we are going to receive new response through our Google Forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map my registrant name. So this is my registrant name. And then I'm going to enter the remaining name manually. So here I'm going to enter the name as event ticket. So this is the new document's name that I want to give, scrolling little down. And then here it is asking me for the new document's location. So here I need to select the new document location where I want to send the new document generated. So here let me tell you that I have already created a new folder in my Google Drive with the name event tickets. And I want to save the new event ticket generated in this particular folder in my Google Drive. So for that, let me take you back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the new documents location, I'm going to select my folder name which is named as event tickets. So I've selected it. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the name, email, phone number and registration date. So basically these are the fields that I have used as a variable in my template over here. So here you can see my template has 4 variables, that is for name, email, contact number and registration date. So basically here I've used these variables to add the new details received through my Google Forms response. So variables makes our text dynamic, and you can add multiple variables in your draft so that whenever we are going to receive new response through our Google Forms, then automatically these details will be updated with the new one. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and now here I'm going to map all these details that I've received through my Google Forms response. So I'm going to map the name first, then here I'm going to map the email, here I'm going to map the phone number, and lastly here I'm going to map the registration date. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received the successful response. That means here we have successfully created a new event ticket document for our registrant. So now let's go and check it. So here in my Google Drive, you can see we have successfully received a new document with the name dummy users event ticket. So here I'm going to open it for you. And here you can see the event ticket, and here you can see the variable which has been replaced with the values such as name as dummy user, email as dummy@pabblytudes.com, contact number and registration date over here. And rest you can see the document over here. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now here, after creating this document from the template, we need to convert this document created into a PDF file. And for that, we are going to add a new action step by clicking on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, we are going to select the action application as Google Drive, because we are going to use Google Drive to get a PDF link for the document that we have saved in our Google Drive. So Google Drive is a cloud storage service where you can store your files and access them from any device. People use it because it's easy to save, share and collaborate on documents, photos and videos with others. Plus it integrates smoothly with other Google tools like Docs and Sheets, making it convenient for both personal and work related tasks. So here in my Google Drive action step, I'm going to select my action event as share a file with anyone. So I'm going to use this particular action event because here in my doc which I have generated, you can see that my file is private to only me. That means only I have access for this particular document. So here to share it with my registrant, I need to give access for this particular document. And here we are going to give the access and generate a PDF link for the file using this particular action event over here. So now here to connect my Google Drive with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Drive account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the file ID. So you can see the file ID has been selected over here, and we can select the file ID by clicking on this drop down menu over here. But here instead of selecting this file ID, I'm going to map the file ID. So for that, here I'm going to turn on this map button given over here, and then I'm going to remove this file ID from here. And now here, after removing this file ID, I'm going to map the file ID from the response that I've received in this action step of my Google Docs. So for that, here I'm going to select the response of this Google Docs. And here you can see I've received a document ID in the response of my Google Docs action step. So here I'm going to map it. And now here, after mapping the file ID, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the kind, ID, type, role, scrolling little down. Here you can see the web view link of the document. Here you can see the export links in the HTML format and the PDF format as well. So here you can see we have received the link for the PDF format of this particular document. And now let me take you back to my document. And here you can see now this document is shareable anyone with the link. So anyone who has the link can access. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. Now here, after giving the access and generating a PDF file link, what we are going to do is that we are going to mail this event ticket generated to our registrant using Gmail. So for that, I'm going to add a new action step. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Gmail. So Gmail is a Google's email service that lets you send and receive emails online. People love it because it's easy to use, has lots of storage space, and keeps spam out of your inbox. It works well on any device and helps you stay organized with features like labels and filters. Whether you are emailing friends, managing work projects, or just staying connected, Gmail makes it simple and reliable. So here in my Gmail action step, I'm going to select my action event as send email v1, so that whenever a new event ticket is generated, for our registrant, then automatically that ticket should be mailed to our registrant on his or her Gmail account. And now here to connect my Gmail with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Gmail account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Gmail. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the recipient email addresses. So in this recipient email addresses field, I need to enter the email address to whom I want to send this mail. So here I'm going to search for my registrant email address. So this is my registrant email address, so here I'm going to map it. Moving forward, here the CC and VCC field are not required fields, so here I'm going to leave them blank. Moving forward, here for the sender name, I'm going to enter my company name, that is ABC Events. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the email subject. So here I need to enter the subject line for my email, which I want to send with my mail to my registrant. So here I'm going to enter the email subject as your ticket for the 2024 Business Growth Summit, 30th October 2024. So this is the email subject. Moving forward, again this reply to field is not required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. And here for the email content type, I'm going to select the type as plain, and then here it is asking me to enter the email content. So in this email content field, I need to enter the content which I want to send as a mail to all my registrant with the PDF file of the event ticket generated. So here I'm going to enter the email content as dear attendee name, thank you for registering for the 2024 Business Growth Summit. We are excited to have you join us for this exclusive event focused on business innovation, growth strategies and networking opportunities with industry leaders. Please find your event ticket attached to this email. Be sure to bring it with you on the day of the event for the entry. We look forward to seeing you and hope this event brings valuable insight to your business journey. Best regards, ABC Events. So this is the email content, and here in the place of this attendee name variable, I'm going to map my attendee name. So for that, I'm going to search for the name. So this is my attendee name, so here I'm going to map it. And with this, we have successfully entered the email content. So now moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the file name. So here I need to enter the file name of the attachment. I'm going to send it with this mail. So here I'm going to enter the file name as event ticket. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the attachment URL. So in the help text it says enter the public file URL to be attached. Multiple file URLs can be entered as a comma separated list. So in this attachment field, I'm going to enter the PDF file URL that I have received in my Google Drive action step. So here I'm going to search for it. So this is my PDF file link over here. So here I'm going to map it. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully sent a mail to our registrant's email address. So now let's go and check it. So here you can see the mail that our registrant has received with the subject as your ticket for the 2024 Business Growth Summit, 30th October 2024. Here you can see the sender name as ABC Events and the body as Dear Dummy User. Thank you for registering for the 2024 Business Growth Summit. We are excited to have you join us for the exclusive event focused on business innovation, growth strategies and networking opportunities with industry leaders. Please find your event ticket attached to this email. Be sure to bring it with you on the day of the event for the entry. We look forward to seeing you and hope this event brings valuable insight to your business journey. Best regards, ABC Events. And here you can see the PDF that we have sent with this mail. So let me open this for you. And here you can see the event ticket, and here you can see the attendee information and the rest of the event ticket, similar as the template that we have used. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. And with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let's test our automation to check whether it is working or not. So to test our automation, what we are going to do is that we are going to generate another test response in our Google Forms. So for that, let me take you back to my Google Forms. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here I'm going to enter some another dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the name, I'm going to enter the name as test user, email as test@pabblytudes.com, and a random phone number. And here for the date of registration, I'm going to select today's date, and then I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see we have successfully submitted a form over here. So now let's go and check our Google Sheets. And here you can see we have successfully received response over here, where we have received the name as test user, email, phone number and date of registration. So now let's go and check our Google Drive. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully saved a new document over here with the name test users event ticket. So now let's go and check our registrant mail ID. And here you can see the mail that our registrant has received with the same email subject and the similar body with the name as Dear Test User. Scrolling little down, and here you can see the PDF file attached. So here I'm going to open it for you. And here you can see the PDF file of the event ticket that we have generated with the new attendee information, that is test user, test@pabblytudes.com, a random phone number, and a new registration date. So with this, we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Google Forms and our action as Google Docs, Google Drive, and Gmail. So that whenever we are going to receive new response through our Google Forms, then automatically using the response received, a new event ticket is going to be generated using a template in my Google Docs, and after that automatically a PDF file link is going to be generated using Google Drive, and then the PDF file is going to be shared with the registrant on his or her mail account. So now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. That's all for this video. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.